Hey, so today I wanted to show how you can create trigger-based agents in Domo. And what this means is that your agents can be running at any time of the day, right? Whether it's at night or not during working hours, you're able to create these agents and they can go and do work on your behalf. So to begin, I'm here in a Domo workflow, and this is a product support agent where it's connected up to my Postgres database. And this database contains info about events that have happened in my software. And in this case, there's error events that happen. And so this product support agent is actually in charge of researching those errors, creating a summary, and then submitting a ticket to Zendesk for the customer that then CCs me as a customer success or an account manager. Just to show you real quick what this looks like, I'm going to do a test. And so I always like to do these tests in the AI agent task. I have some prompt and instructions. I won't go over that too much, but I'm just going to show you what this looks like. So I'll test this agent. We'll put in an example customer, and you can see the instructions here. What it's going to do is it's going to go and query a couple data sets in Domo, and then it'll take action, right? So it'll send an email and also create a Zendesk ticket. It has access to these different tools here. So a couple out-of-the-box tools and then a Zendesk tool that I created. Ultimately, it can use any of those tools. So while it's running, I'm going to talk real quick about the trigger-based thing. So like I said, this is my product events table, and this table comes from my software DB. Ultimately, it can update at any point in the day or night. And so in this case, I've created a dataset view here. And this dataset view is basically counting the number of error events that happen. And if we reach a certain threshold, so in this case, a high error is defined as 2 or more errors or crash reports over the last 30 days, then it'll show up in this report. And then this report has a dataset alert. And so this is one of my favorite features, dataset alerts. In this case, these dataset alerts trigger. And like I said, they can trigger at any time. And so if my Postgres DB updated at 2 a.m. today, that means it could do the dataset alert trigger, and then the agent could run by itself in the middle of the night. And so if we come back here, it looks like it's still researching, so it's still doing the SQL query. But ultimately what we'll see is in my Zendesk account, we'll see a new ticket pop up, and then I'll also get an email telling me. And so me as a support person or customer success manager, I could have that email ready at the beginning of the day. And so we'll just wait a second for this agent to finish up. Okay, so now the agent has finished running. And in this case, it did a couple things. So it opened a Zendesk ticket, gave me the ticket number, and then it also sent an email. And so if I hop over to Zendesk first, here is a Zendesk ticket that I created. And so what's nice is that this then alerts the customer, right? So it gives a summary, kind of talks about what's happened. It's also linking related Jira issues, so it has access to that via a Domo dataset. And then also it sent off an email, right? So in this case, I have a couple emails. This is me as a support rep. It showed me kind of what's going on with the account. And then when I log in the morning, I'm able to see this right off the bat. So like I said, that's just a quick example of how you can test the agent. But ultimately, this will run on a trigger base schedule. And ultimately, right, every time we have more errors come in, using this dataset view as the logic to determine when those dataset alerts happen, we can then create this kind of customized agent, trigger-based agent that will run at any time of the day or night. So hope you found this helpful. Thanks.